Middle for me wakwa baba teacher mu so enne ye train no ekopie mu ewo KUMASI High School. Emrantie omo se de truth conquest. Ai enne omuja omu teacher ba kokwan. He's in the person of Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH. He was a student there, was survey wo ho as in his national service or year wo ho. Obi no asan chira for 14 years. Into everything put together no as in service any so obechira de 15 good years. Na impact will make you school no no. Eseweni ense okatre. Eno amani din bebre. Yesi a.k.a. Bobo, a.k.a. APAKAN, a.k.a. the God of KUMASI High School. Enyasem ketewa. Eti misramo. Mo de yentwa ye ho sima ye ba. Ye se de agro ne form.
It's the most wonderful month of the year, and Ridge Royal Hotel will make it even more superb. Join Let's welcome our brothers and sisters from the diaspora to the historic city of Cape Coast, where it all began. The celebration train begins with a Farmers' Day afternoon jam on December 3 featuring Chirampon Traditionals. The Wakanda One City of Return Trade Expo is on from 6 to 12 December. 22nd December is ASARE Ridge Royal Carol service, and on Christmas Day, the Trinity Music Group will treat you to a fabulous poolside praise. Now 27th December or the first of its kind fishermen and fishmongers bash at the pool area. 31st night will be a rollicking time as we enjoy the King's New Year Gala night with the Rock Factory. Truly, December at Ridge Royal Hotel is richly inviting and comfortably yours. Get involved.
Such a happy song.
Mama wakwa babium midin de akosi anyantachiwa anoche maka hume na aka teacher mo a beje so say encourage to save na yekoso ada Welma Africa say yomo na eye fright or na omo sa ye fortune rice no ye wo ma hodo ye wo delight ye wo classic ye wo delicious yo say de ade mu ye bia wo de ye na mom kai nsuo no kitwe bi na odi anoa na eyiyi ne ho said de opena or say fortune rice always on point just like mom na ye da Ridge Royal Hotel ba kope e was Central Region upe baby for holidays upe baby aye conference upe aye event de opese uye bia akwa omobeye amana ye fe or say Ridge Royal Hotel richly inviting, comfortably yours. Na ansa yebeko breaking na meka se yeko celebrity Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, a.k.a. APAKAN, a.k.a. Ofanso so mame na ensem bebre ko so wo ho yanko na yenko hwebi.
Teachers them all. Teachers mold our minds and shape our future. If you can read, thanks to a teacher. If you can write, thanks to
Okay, my name is Francis Dua, a tutor of KUMASI High School. I'm a member of the 1999 group. We are presenting a citation on behalf of Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, who is our chairman. He's the outgoing senior housemaster of KUMASI High School. So my mates are here, our headmaster is here. We are going to support this program, presentation of citation in honor of Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, who has been a very hard-working senior housemaster of this institution. Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, a.k.a. Kelabobo. Why are they Muniyo?
Today's program is going to be brief, but very significant. If you ask me, it can be recorded in the history books of KUMASI High School. And the celebrant, or the purpose of our gathering here, is being introduced by a quote, a favorite quote by the man for whom we have gathered here. Anytime I am discouraged and I talk to him, he says, Madam Lydia, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but our deepest fear is that we are powerful and powerful beyond measure.
You know, we cannot finish celebrating BOAKYE ANSAH in a day or two. But more importantly, this brief, modest but important occasion is to also give the opportunity to his year group members who left this school some 21 years ago to present a citation of honor to him.
Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, you have paid your dues to KUMASI High School. You did not let opinions matter, but you responded to your godly duty. You followed your intuitions. You followed your inspirations. You stood by your word, and you were truthful to what you lived for. Some of us have been inspired severally. For me, I am getting emotional because anytime something goes wrong, they will call me, Unuyabe Mano. And today, I say, I have never regretted making you a brother. Let's invite Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH as he gives his last word to us.
Today I see it as a very great day. I'm highly honored in the sense that the Almighty God has made this day, and this is the day He has made. And I'm very glad, rejoicing in this particular day. I may say I'm very fortunate because it never happens like this, where you will see a young man of my age leaving a workplace and look at the big honor made me today. I'm very happy and excited. Words alone cannot explain the feeling that is within me this afternoon. As I stand here today, to just wish you well as I also move out. I came from somewhere. In 1997, one fine evening, my parents brought me through the gates of KUMASI High School and left me alone at the Kusichi house. Little did I know that that was a beginning of life towards a great achievement. We lived here for 3 years. We left in 1999. I came back in 2006 as a national service person. I came to do my best and to do my master's work, because I knew from scripture that God shall judge people by their works. So all my life was centered around working to achieve. In 2007, I was appointed a teacher of physics in KUMASI High School. There, I decided to give to KUMASI High School what KUMASI High School has given to me. It was a give back time. Right after taking the position as a senior superintendent, I was appointed a housemaster in 2007. I'm the only person in this school who has moved to a lot of houses to work there as a housemaster. All in the name of one thing, that things are not going on well. So please move in there and work it out for us. People will call it a donkey job, but I will call it a preparation stage. I prefer, and I'm always happy working in an environment where things are tough. If you place me in an environment where things are cool, you may not see me performing. So always I prefer working in an environment where things seem to be very tough. And that is where God shows himself approved. It is not, and it has never been, by my might. It is not, and has never been by my strength. But you can add it yourself. Right through to 2018, I was appointed a senior housemaster of this great institution. The youngest ever to hold a position of such. It has never happened in the history of the school. And I tell you, it wasn't easy. On the day of appointment, through to the day that I brought everything to a close, it hasn't been easy, I will say, but I've managed. When times got very tough, within those years, 2018, 19 thereof, then I asked myself, God, what is happening? It seems all the odds are not even favoring me. But you keep telling me, yes, I can do it. So how can I do it? That was where I just remembered that, yes, I was preparing you from those days which you never knew. Things have not been easy, but we have moved on. In the 15 years of stay, we did a lot for our school in terms of discipline. We started it, we worked on it until 2015, when our school won the most behaved students at Babayara Sports Stadium. That is why you see boys, 3,000 of them, were seated and were not even making noise. It was in 2011 that the school had 100% score in physics. That was the only time we took about 150 students to write physics where none failed a paper. And I was the class teacher at that time. Being the youngest serving senior housemaster, who has also served for quite a shorter time, I may say our school has moved from a point to a position where we can walk out there with our chest always out. To the teachers that I may leave behind, you are really working. You are really, really working. And it's our prayer that you keep on doing what you are doing and do it very well, because we know you are capable of sending the school to attain its highest level. To the young teachers, I'll still encourage you to move on with your academic work. Don't just take it that you are a classroom teacher, so you are not learning again. Please, learning hasn't got any end. And never bring it to a close. Sit by the book. As you take these ones, also try and learn on your own to improve your life as you move on. Today, I celebrate this day with my classmates, 1999 year group. They are making this day possible. So, the question is, what do you think would have happened when we came to school like you and we tried to do whatever we want? We try to stab our own friends. We try to just do things that are bad to our colleagues. Where would they have been? The one sitting beside you is also an abrant here. And whether you move up or you come down to life depends on the one sitting beside you. See them not even as friends, but as brothers. You need to unite and be one. The struggle of who is the senior and who is the junior should be an issue of the past. Manage your issues. A brother does something to you, you've seen it, you've realized it. Forgive the brethren and move on. Our school was not built on such. As you move on, we are pleading with you to comport yourselves, to respect your teachers, to respect the rules of the school, so that one day you also come up here and then you also tell the students of what happened. I'm very happy today as I stand before you. And as I bring my message to a close, all what I will say is that thank you to all of you. My family, my wife, my kids, we are grateful for what Kumasi High School has done for us. We will always remember our school. Thank you very much.
Hey, Eddie ebe kache Mr. Boakye ANSAH. Teacher mo. Why ya dear? Hey, wo penso. Kumasi High School mranti etimi enya well-behaved school. Asa we dey ebro me so. Ewom se omunya maths and science quiz ni bi. Yeti ase na emom se eba no ntako. Eba no jama hye. Obi antimi. Na matimi akọ. Na monya well-behaved school. Teacher mo, udin lion no. Efatawa ankasa.
Everywhere there is sunlight, there is Translight Solar, the solar professional that make real good use of the sun. When others are just talking about the sun, Translight Solar gives you the solar power that you can trust. Translight Solar gives you a system that becomes your main power and ECG becomes your backup. Translight Solar, the only solar experts that install power and you pay in monthly installments. Yes, that is Translight Solar. Cut your electricity bills by over 70%. Power is also on 24/7. Home or office, talk to Translight Solar System. Call now on 0206 542454 or 0504 249229. Check www.translightsolar.com and email info@translightsolar.com. Locate us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, White House, Bus Stop.
Adofo eya na yeka se dimpa sen ahonya ampa. Ai Mr. Boakye ANSAH nyame hyira wo. Omo ankwatente na de wuye bia enye yie. Na wuye group for no. Ene wo colleagues. Ene headmaster, ene students no. edi wo ho adansie bebree. Yenko na yenkotie no so.
I'm Lydia Martin, the Guidance and Counseling Coordinator of KUMASI High School, and also an old student. I completed A-level in the year 1996. Having worked here for 11 years, I have known APAKAN as an affable brother who is also an old student. He gave his all in all, and anytime there is a challenge, he will say that, not that we are inadequate, but we are powerful beyond measure. I wish him well as a brother. Congratulations, APAKAN. Mr. ASARE, BOAKYE ANSAH, teacher, Mo.
My name is Abuaji David, and I happen to be the senior head prefect of KUMASI High School. Today, we are gathered here to honor our outgoing senior housemaster. This man happens to be the hero of this school. He has done a lot for this school. If we are to comment his efforts, we are not going to leave here right now. He's hardworking, very disciplined, and his efforts has led to many good things for this school. His actions has affected KUMASI High School positively. This particular moment, we are excited because his speech was inspirational. We are also sad because we are going to lose somebody who plays a very important role in the administration of KUMASI High School. We are very privileged to have this man, and we hope that we have thousands of him because he has changed life and he has done many things for KUMASI High School.
My name is Bernard Hall Beidu, headmaster KUMASI High School, the only high school, I dare say, in West Africa. Now, we just had a moment trying to organize a citation for one of our illustrious sons, ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH. You know, Mr. ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, that students have given a multiplicity of nicknames, had served under me for 3 years. It was, in fact, I, as the headmaster, who saw all the good qualities in him and gave him the appointment as the senior housemaster. Now, if you have a good senior housemaster in your school, you can be sure you can have everything smooth sailing in the area of discipline. And I must say that this young, exuberant, dedicated, hard-working man has paid his dues to his former school, KUMASI Senior High School. That is why we found it necessary, in fact expedient, to organize an occasion on which he can be celebrated. We must give a big word of commendation to the 1999 year group to which he belongs for initiating this move, which had the full blessing of school management and some members of the school board. It has been a nice occasion, I must say.
My name is Joseph Boadu. I completed year 2000, KUMASI High School. I'm here today to celebrate the departure of our dear brother, our dear senior, our dear Abrantier, Senior APAKAN, again, Dr. BOAKYE ANSAH. What we're saying is thank you so much for your time and your service to KUMASI High School. We, as the old boys, really appreciate your effort and your services to the school. Words cannot quantify how much we appreciate you. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate you and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Dr. BOAKYE ANSAH, KUMASI High School.
My name is ASARE BOAKYE ANSAH, Senior Housemaster, KUMASI High School, and a teacher of physics. This afternoon, I'm honored with a citation from the 1999 year group, which I'm the chairman, and also a presentation and donation from Rantier, UK and US. Working here hasn't been easy at all. There were good times, bad times, and I would say easy times. The work hasn't been easy. I studied. I have to sit before 2,500 boys, right in the sun from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Walk down with them to school, sometimes in the rain. You see, the boys realized that I wasn't just a teacher, but someone who always comes to their aid when they're in trouble. But when you go out there, sometimes care is not taken. You may even think, I'm throwing the stones with the boys. But out there, I'll protect them. If there's any action that I have to take, I take them when we are in school. I knew the boys loved me, and I loved them too. I have to move on with life. That is why I'm moving. I would have loved to stay, to bring a lot of them out. Now a lot are colleagues. And I'm very happy seeing them, aspect of life. The work has not been easy, but we've gotten to the end of it. May KUMASI High School live long. Thank you.
Hey, 15 years. And you're from the god of KUMASI High School. Now, me did say nka udi 30 years and 40 years old. And now call retirement or there and give us in school no edin de ato. Yeda wase nyame nhyira wo adwumaso a waye ewo KUMASI High School. Me din de akosua nyantachiwa anoche. Na yekoso ada Welma Africa for ase. Omo na eye fortune rice. Yawa ahodo bia bibia opese odi mu ye bia odi ya eyeye na mom kai nsuo no kitwa bi na odi anoa na amawomo no aye dedede. Was the fortune rice always on point, just like mom. Na ye da Ridge Royal Hotel ase omo Cape Coast maka wo pe baby adwodwo ho a ha ho fa plane ko baby a ko Central Region ko Ridge Royal Hotel na wani ebeche. Was a Ridge Royal Hotel, richly inviting, comfortably yours. Mr. Follow yen our Facebook a teacher more. Oko IG swa a teacher_more. Oko YouTube swa yawo as Documented Africa TV. Ba ubo teacher more. The videos no ebeba na washibi. Nyame ya adoma dasene yebesensia.
Teacher, you all I don't have. Teacher, mo, teacher, mo. Teacher, yeah, mo, teacher, you all I don't